Hey, you gotta be genuine. That's the name of this game. If you're real, you got nothing to worry about.
And welcome to another episode of the FND Podcast. I'm Effin.
I'm Zian. I still don't know if I'm saying that right, but
You do you, as I've
there it
probably
is.
said in every podcast as we started. So I have to tell you, I'm really happy that you joined me tonight. We are reaching a milestone.
We did it.
Yay. We did it.
We did it. Number
We
10.
number, I wish, but we have done 4, which is better than 90% of the people who start podcasts. So if we crash and burn here, at least we made it to the first 10%. If this is our very last podcast, it was nice knowing you. And I
No, I
appreciate
think
it.
I'll still continue to know you after this podcast. Unfortunately, kind of stuck with you.
Yeah. But those who had joined us for this brief journey before we flamed out, if we flame out, thank you for sticking with us.
All 3 of you.
And we know that's not the sisters.
Yeah, absolutely not.
So welcome to the FND Podcast. And this podcast, as always, is brought to you by Servers and Managers Business Development, the quintessential authority for servers and managers in the hospitality industry. So I wrote a really nice book. I got it copyrighted, and I'm trying to sell it. So please take a look at my website, serversandmanagers.com, and tell me what you think.
Everything you need to know about serving and or managing.
Yeah. So
Little
hopefully
little extra in there.
I'm hoping to make you a better person in this industry. And that was the whole idea behind launching this podcast. Hopefully we talk about things that are cutting edge and interesting, and things that make people go, I didn't
We need
know
more
that.
people good at their jobs these days.
Yes, which brings us to our guest. This guest is someone who I respect greatly. I think I'm good in this business, and I am nothing compared to her. She's been in this business for a while, and she exemplifies on a daily basis not only good to great, but great to greater all the time. Someone I respect greatly. Always
Sounds
putting
great.
in. She is. So if she calls in, so fingers crossed that this podcast number 4 works and everything works. So, did you have a good week?
So far, so good. Was a
Any
little late today. Got my sourdough going.
making sourdough bread?
Making sourdough bread.
And how's that working for you?
Well, it requires that you check on it every 30 minutes, which was why I was a little bit late, and which is why in about 20 minutes we'll be taking a little bit of a break.
So you can check on your sourdough.
So I can
Not a
check on my
problem.
sourdough. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
I'm sure.
Don't recommend it. Just spend the $2 and go buy it. Doesn't even taste better.
But the starter, it lasts a long time, and it's something that gets carried over.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Dough
also a
after
pain in
dough
the
after
butt.
dough.
You got to feed it once a week.
And
The
how do you
first
feed?
You throw most of it out,
Right.
and then you throw fresh flour on top of it and some water. And then for the first 2 weeks, you're supposed to do that every single day.
Wow.
Yeah, just go buy a loaf of bread. And you got to buy special flour for it. It's not just flour. You got to buy special flour. $2.
Well, I appreciate your dedication to sourdough. I am not a fan of sourdough bread at all. I don't like
That's the thing. I mean, I'm not either.
Which begs the question, why?
I thought it would go good on some sandwiches. I wanted to try making sandwiches. I grew tomatoes and cucumbers and, thought I could do it.
Garden. You have a little garden going in the back, so you're doing it all. So, it's a good thing this podcast is about hospitality, because you're all about food, which is great.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing.
Me too. Certainly more than people. I mean, people secondary is why I got into the business. Food primary.
Oh.
But
yeah, people's way farther down on my list for me.
Which brings us to today's topic. The interviewee Number one, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yawn.
Actually, it was number 2.
Oh.
You missed the first one.
Number
It's
2.
past my bedtime.
It is. Uh, so, you threw me off there. Our special guest wants to talk about a very dark subject. They want to talk about the dark side of hospitality, a subject you and I have avoided for several podcasts.
I wouldn't say avoided.
Well,
Just haven't gotten there yet.
yeah, okay. You do you, and I'll say we avoided it.
We can
So
edit that one out.
I'm curious to know what her definition of the dark side is. I mean, certainly it goes to one extreme, which you and I'm sure, are both thinking about, which I don't want to discuss right away. I don't want to lead. Again, we are trying to target 11, 12, and 13-year-olds who are looking to get into the hospitality industry, who are looking to make a career. There is an opportunity to go from hostess to server to lead server to
That's where I started,
manager.
was as a hostess.
I'm sorry?
That's where I started. I started as a hostess.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I started as a dishwasher.
Look at you.
Yeah.
The
Olive
two
Garden.
genders of hospitality industry.
You know, there's a whole subject in my book on hostess and how I think it is the most underserved position in the hospitality industry. And yet it is the most important position in terms of creating the first impression as people are walking through the door. They're hiring young people who look
Mm-hmm.
good. And I mean, no disrespect, but in some cases are there just because they're able to get a job at a young age, and they know
Mm-hmm.
they don't bother to learn the dining room or the seating chart or the menu chart or much beyond, hello, let me show you where I'm going to seat you.
Well, there's a problem with hiring young people, unfortunately.
So I dedicated a whole chapter how important the hostess is. And I call it the battlefield general because they are in charge of the whole dining room, making sure that the servers are not overwhelmed.
It does feel like planning out a battle sometimes.
It does. You want to make sure that all servers get equally sat with the same number of guests, that they're not double or triple sat. And the hostess is the one who's in charge of that. And the manager, hopefully, by her side or his side.
Mm-hmm. And the customer's not throwing too many loops in that,
Right.
needing
And
their booths.
right. So I talk about how important the hostess is and creating that first impression as they're walking through the door. And if they have questions, that they should be knowledgeable. They should be aware of the menu, aware of any special events in the dining room. They should be aware of any allergies if they're working in a club or any special requests members may have regarding their food. So when they're seating them when they're taking them to their table to seat them, they can pass that information to the server. By the way, these people have an allergy or these people have a birthday or an anniversary.
Yep. There's a cake in the freezer.
Right. Usually there is. Don't
Mm-hmm.
touch it.
It's one time.
So, the dark side of hospitality. And I have one idea, and I'm sure our host has another. So, I'm really curious to know which way they go with all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have
Do we
any thoughts one way or another on what could
on
be
what
the
the dark
dark
side could be?
what the dark side of without going to any
Yeah,
one
yeah. I mean,
extreme?
I mentioned to you the other day what I thought it could be, but then there's also like physical health and mental health in addition to what I was saying. Like you're on your feet all day.
Right.
You're gonna have some physical health issues. You
Carrying the
know,
heavy trays.
being angry all the time at everything, mental health issue. Kind of joking, but like working different hours than the rest of the world is very draining.
Right. Working on the weekends is
Missing
important. Friday and Saturday are
missing
the busiest
holidays.
nights. Right.
Yep.
Right. Right.
So that's definitely a dark side of it. In
Yeah.
relationships and friendships, when your partner or your friends are working different times than you, it's hard to see everybody. So
Yeah.
that's really difficult.
It is hard to see friends when you're working all the time. As I said, most of the time, the busiest times are Fridays and Saturday nights when they need you.
Hmm.
And you don't get off till 10 o'clock. And as you said, you're on your feet all day. It's exhausting.
Yep. The
I,
only thing I want to do is go to a bar, grab a drink.
yeah, well, it's a generational thing. All I want to do is go home, eat dinner, take a shower, and watch a little TV. So we all have our,
Relaxations.
yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes, yes. I was thinking more about training. That my dark side, when the guest mentioned that that's what they want to talk about, my mind went to training and how little training they offer people. It's a general statement. It's not a
Hmm.
blanket statement for everybody. I know there are plenty of businesses that have strong training programs.
I've seen too little and way too much.
Right,
It's not but person to person,
right,
which is unfortunate.
right. There should be standards, and it's not, and there are standards. I mean, the steps of service, the general steps of service are the same everywhere. And most of the computer systems are the same everywhere. So if you have experience, you should be able to pick it up from one business to another. The only learning curve is the menu and where everything is.
Which takes, I mean, if you're experienced, learning a menu can take a few days,
Right,
and learning where everything is a shift or two.
right, right.
Like I've been trained how to greet a table so many times in my life. I could do it in my sleep.
Yeah,
I mean, I
it's the
have dreamt
same.
about it. I've done it in my sleep.
Right, which is scary. You need a
Yeah,
break every now and then. So they need to do a more standardized type of testing, and which is funny because that was exactly the reason why I wrote this book.
there's the segue.
There's the say, well, it wasn't meant to be, but just the way the brain is working always. That's what this book is all about. It standardizes serving, it provides the steps of service, it provides the forms, the hostess forms that they use to take the guest's or member's name, their number, any allergies, any special requests, table numbers, that they can pass on to the server, that the server can then use for their job. And management can collect those at the end of the night and keep track of everything. There's a way to do everything easy, seamlessly, simply. But I think a lot of businesses make it harder than they need to. So, I mean, I found managers who all they want to do is just go in the back and smoke or
Yep,
talk on their
play on their
phone,
phones
right,
and
and
yep.
not manage. So that to me was what came to mind for the dark side. So I'm
Mm.
curious, which brings us to our guest. So I'm going to fade out here, and we're going to bring our guest, D. All right,
Okay,
hold just a minute, and welcome back to the FND
here we go.
podcast. Yay! Here we go again. So this is part two of the FND podcast. We took a lot longer break than most of you are going to realize because I decided to rewrite this terrific book. No, I'm just kidding. This book does not need to be rewritten. It is
For
fantastic
the
as it
first
is.
time.
That's what I'm thinking.
No edits, no notes.
But a lot of sweat and tears. It's a great book. And you
A
can
lot of
find it on my
tears.
website, serversandmanagers.com. So moving forward, I talked about having this a really amazing guest who I've had a lot of respect for, who puts me to shame. She sent me
Uh-oh.
a note 5 minutes before we're supposed to go on, after me continually staying in touch with her all day. hey, get ready tonight. Get ready in 2 hours. Get ready in an hour and a half. We're going on in 30 minutes. 5 minutes before I send her the note, before we're going on, she sends me a note saying, rain check. She has something to do. Well,
Oh, if that ain't the dark side of service industry.
that is the dark side. I can tell you, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday, when the place they work, I know, is closed for the rest of the evening. They just do a lunch service and then close for the evening. There is nothing that is urgent that they can't say, hey, I need 15 minutes because I have something really important to do. So it just seems very disrespectful to me.
Yeah.
And it's one of those times I need to practice forgiveness. Otherwise, I'll just go on and on. So, yes, it is the dark side of the industry. You have a lot of people that you rely on, and then when you really need them, they let you down.
It's like she
So,
was on the podcast without even being here.
so that is part of the dark side. So, once again, other than you and I discussing briefly the dark side, what you thought, me discussing the training, and you bringing up,
Lack of a social life.
right. And I'm sure there's more. And I was really
There's,
curious to know. And I know there's more. But we'll leave it at that. I think
mm-hmm.
that's dark enough for now.
You
So,
make it sound like there's a dragon that they have to slay at the end of this.
no, I mean,
Once you take over as restaurant manager, you have to fight a wyvern.
I absolutely love this business. I think it's
hmm
an amazing business. I love people and I love food. But
Would you
as
go
you,
back and join it again,
I
knowing
do,
everything you know now?
I do. And yes, yes, and yes. I can work. I don't want to sound boastful. I can do this job anywhere.
hmm
And I choose to do it where I'm doing it because I really enjoy the people and I respect the chef and the menu. So it's something I can get behind.
Liking the menu is very important to me.
Me
I
too.
understand that part.
Right. I mean, the members, depending on where you work, I work at a club. So I have regular members, which I absolutely love. In a restaurant, those people are fleeting. And if you work in a hotel, you may see them on occasion if they come back year after year. We had the Red Hats used to come back year after year, which was a lot of fun. And the locksmiths come back to the hotel, which was a lot of fun. So I saw the same people year after year, which was exciting.
Or these are events, not last names.
Right.
Okay.
The locksmith event, a bunch of locksmiths getting together and talking about locks.
I remember the anime convention that I went through a few times.
Right.
I mean, I've been to the same hotel every year over and over again a few times in my life as well.
Do you recognize some of the people who have worked there year after
Absolutely
year?
not.
Absolutely not.
But also the events that I'm going to are 80,000 people.
And
So,
probably include a lot of alcohol,
yeah,
which I
that's
don't
what
like.
that's what that one's known for.
So
Happy Labor Day weekend, everyone.
coming up, almost a few
Yep.
weeks away. So we're almost there. So please be careful
What's
and
today? Tuesday? They say Tuesday's the new Wednesday at Dragon Con.
please tell your liver goodbye. And it was nice
Ah,
knowing that part of your body.
listen, I'll be doing shots for them up here.
Oh boy.
There's only so
So
many times I can drive to Atlanta in a year.
yeah, well, it's and what year? How many times have you been? Number of? What year is
Ooh,
this?
I've done Dragon Con for I started in about 10 years ago, but I'm not doing Dragon Con this year.
So for
I
10
haven't been in a few
years,
years.
to keep on the hospitality theme, you don't remember anybody at the same hotel after 10 years.
No, but I
Okay.
haven't been all 10 years.
Oh,
Yeah, I started going 10 years ago. I've been
to that
maybe
hotel.
5 or 6 times.
Okay.
Yeah, but it has been a few years. COVID kind of put a damper in it, and I haven't been back since.
Well, COVID's put a damper on a lot of things.
So.
But I'm surprised because a lot of people who work in the hotel business are lifers, are people who have been there 15, 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there's a difference between serving in a hotel, serving in a restaurant, and serving at a club. There really is. And there are nuances. And thank God I discuss all of it in my book. You notice every time I've held up my book, I've turned it the wrong way first.
Have you?
My book?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it
So,
was just kind of like this reveal that you were trying to go for.
no, not at
I
all.
was gonna let you have it.
More of just trying to figure out this whole podcast camera reverse angle thing. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it. This is number 4. We have reached a milestone.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, Dee, I really appreciate you sticking with it.
I'll be here every time on time. Ish.
And one of the reasons why I love you so much is because of your reliability and your dedication.
That's what I put on every resume.
So, yeah, no, I lie on my resume too. Listen, it gets us jobs, and
Rule
most,
number one, lie on the resume.
no, don't. But I can tell you a lot of managers don't take the time to check up. Hotels would, restaurants
I'm
would.
gonna start putting in little like, I wrangle unicorns on the weekends.
That
Three
would be
years experienced
Pokemon chaser,
fighting dragons.
fighting dragons.
I have been fighting Pokemon. I've been known to fight Pokemon at work too.
Well,
We don't put that one on the resume.
no, and we'll probably edit that from the podcast so you can keep your job. You don't
Mm,
want to tell them that you're catching Pokemon.
they know.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
So once again, intrigue, and this will
Mm,
be interesting how this goes on the air. And 2 more weeks. So we've reached number 4. We're part of the 10% club. And in 2 weeks, we get to launch this thing. And hopefully more than one or two people will say, hey, yay, or, ugh,
Maybe
or
it's one person's favorite thing and they watch it 100 times.
it could be. And
We
as
love you, that one person.
we
Thank you.
do, we do. Thank you so much. And eventually, maybe a sponsor. I'm shooting high Blanton's and Woodford still,
Hmm.
but maybe Dragon Con would want to post. At least you'd be interested in the people that you hang out with.
We can just go sneak flyers up.
Well, once again, how you're always coming to these podcasts in a new location, and you have a blank wall behind you. Yes,
This is it.
and the other behind you too. So we'd be able to post bills. We have no problem, for lack of a better phrase, whoring ourselves out. Yes, yes. The whole idea is to find a
Service
sponsor.
industry.
Yes. So, yes, we are here to service anyone who wants to be serviced, in the hospitality industry, and not in a cardinal way, please.
I only serve food
There you go.
and beer.
We are reaching a family audience, I hope. Again, young people looking to get into this business, who are looking to be inspired, who know in this business you can
Hmm.
grow from zero to hero,
I'm basically Superman.
or Superwoman,
Hmm.
right? Or Wonder Woman. Linda Carter, for those who remember.
I always thought Thor was kind of cool.
So, and again, you choose any superhero you want, and you have that opportunity. And we talked about in the last. I talk about it in the video I just posted on YouTube, video number 6, where I
Number
talk about
six.
number 6. Woohoo! Talking about going from good to great, and maybe going greater, and putting in that extra time. So anyway, I'm done with you. I got nothing else. I'm out of steam, and thought we had a great thing going with that guest. And unfortunately, at the very end, they decided that they were more important.
Wow.
It's
That's okay.
okay. Yeah,
Missing out when we get famous. We won't remember her.
right. You know, like Johnny Carson.
I
Johnny
never even got
Carson.
her name. I don't want it.
Well, it's not going out. You know, I don't want to bash her and then
Yeah.
have her sue us, especially since we don't have any sponsors to help cover those costs
Yet.
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 Yet. So,
But
no
when we
names.
do.
Yes. Hey, you know, maybe I'll sue her back for. I was so hoping to speak to them. They really had. I'm sure they're an interesting person. Anyway, like Johnny Carson, they're going to get blackballed, and they'll never be on the podcast again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
What
Plenty,
happens?
plenty more fish to make look bad on the FND podcast. Plenty of more people who we can embarrass.
Well, I've never worked in a seafood restaurant, so I've never really had to make fish look bad.
So, thank you, D. I really appreciate reaching number 4. And the next one will be another milestone because we'll be releasing our first one after the next one. If you
And
can
then we're a
keep,
weekly podcast.
we will be, if we can keep this up. Thank you to that one person and any future people who may be interested. And I'm effing.
I'm Dean.
And thank you so much for joining our podcast brought to you by,
You did. I so noticed it that time.
see? Brought to you by SMBD, Servers and Managers Business Development, the quintessential authority for servers and managers. And you can find it on my website, serversandmanagers.com. Please give us some love and likes. D, it was always a pleasure. Thank you.
For sure, for sure. I'll see you later.
Thank you all,
You got nothing
and God
to
bless
worry
you.
about. But if you're synthetic, starting tomorrow, your balls come off.
I got the money, like the lawyer said to do.